This video is about review of concept of a function. Question 1. Given the function f of x equals negative 5x plus 9, g of x equals 3x squared plus 2x minus 1, and h of x equals negative 2x minus 4 squared plus 9. For A, find the value of f of negative 2 and g of negative 1. So for f of negative 2, which means for every single x will be changed into negative 2 in this f of x function. Therefore, you will get negative 5 times negative 2 plus 9. You will get 10 plus 9 equals 19. G of negative 1, which means for every single x in the g function, this is a g function, will be changed into negative 1. Therefore, you have 3 times negative 1 squared plus 2 times negative 1, then minus 1. You will get negative 1 squared is a positive 1. 3 times positive 1 minus 2, then minus 1. You will get 0. For B, find the y-intercept and range of h of x. For h of x function, for y-intercept, basically means h of 0. We will plug 0 into this x. Therefore, you will have negative 2 times 0 minus 4 squared plus 9. That will be negative 2 times 16 plus 9. Negative 32 plus 9. You will get negative 23. And the range of h of x. For the range, you have two ways to do that. First of all, for h of x equals negative 2x minus 4 squared plus 9. We know for y equals ax minus h squared plus k. The vertex is hk, which means it's opposite of negative 4 and 9. If we know the vertex, that is 4, 9, then we know this is negative 2. When a equals negative 2, the graph is up and down. Basically, we can sketch the graph like this. Then we have this vertex is 4, 9. You could say for the range will be less than or equal to 9. This will be the range. Or let's go to this way. We have x minus 4 squared. That is greater than or equal to 0. Then I try to create this function. So we multiply by negative 2 both sides. You will get negative 2. X minus 4 squared will be less than or equal to 0. 0 times negative 2 is 0. Because we multiply by negative number, that's the reason we switch the symbol. Then next step, we will add 9. So I add 9 here. Let me rewrite this function. We get negative 2x minus 4 squared plus 9. less than or equal to 9. You could say this is h of x less than or equal to 9. Y equals h of x. So we can write down y less than or equal to 9. This will be the range for h of x. So for B, you have two ways to do that. First method is figure out the vertex and then what kind of graph for this quadratic function. Then you can figure out this range. Or you go through this step to figure out the range. Let's go to say, if f of 4x minus 7 equals 0, find the value of x. For f of 4x minus 7, which means for every single x, you will change into 4x minus 7. This is a f of x function. So we have negative 5 times 4x minus 7 plus 9. Distributive property, you will get negative 20x plus 35 plus 9. Combine like terms, negative 20x plus 44. Then you will set up negative 20x plus 44 equals 0. Then solve this linear equation, minus 44 both sides. Then divided by negative 20. X equals 44 over 20. Reduce. You will get 11 over 5. Now let's go to D. Find g of 2x minus 3. G of 2x minus 3, which means for every single x in G function, you need to change into 2x minus 3. So we have 2x minus 3 squared plus 2 times 2x minus 3 minus 1. According to the PEMDAS, you have to do this first. For 2x minus 3 squared, you have two ways to do that. First method is about a plus b squared equals a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So you get 2x squared is 4x squared. Then these two multiply. That is negative 6x. Then multiply by 2. So you get negative 12x. Negative 3 squared will be positive 9. This will be the answer to this 2x minus 3 squared. Or you can do is 2x minus 3 squared. Do the FOIL. You have 2x minus 3 times 2x minus 3. Then just do like this. You have a 4x squared. Then minus 6x plus 9. So you combine like terms. You will get 4x squared minus 12x plus 9. If possible, try to remember this formula. But if you cannot remember, you can use this FOIL and you still get the same answer. So we will get 3 times 4x squared minus 12x plus 9. Distributive property plus 4x minus 6 minus 1. Then distributive property here, you will have 12x squared minus 36x plus 27. Combine like terms for these two, you will get plus 4x minus 7. Then combine like terms, you will get 12x squared minus 32x plus 20. Let's go to question 2. A, the function f of x equals negative 2 square root of x plus a plus 9 is defined in the domain bracket 5 to infinity. Find the value of a. For f of x equals negative 2 square root x plus a plus 9. For the restricted domain of square root of function, we have to make sure the radicand is greater than or equal to 0. In other words, the number in the square root must be greater than or equal to 0. We will set up x plus a greater than or equal to 0. We want to solve this x minus a both sides. You will get x greater than or equal to negative a. From the given information, domain is x greater than or equal to 5. We will use x greater than or equal to negative a compared to this given domain, x greater than or equal to 5. These two must be equal. Therefore, we will set up negative a equals 5 divided by negative 1. So you get a equals negative 5. Let's go to B. There is another function g of x equals f of x minus 7. Find the range of g of x. First of all, we need to figure out g of x. That is f of x minus 7. F of x is this. We already figured out a equals negative 5, so we just plug in negative 2 square root x minus 5 plus 9 minus 7. That is negative 2 square root x minus 5 plus 2. How to figure out the range for this g of x? Here is some restricted range. For square root of x, the range is greater than or equal to 0. So we can get square root x minus 5 greater than or equal to 0. Then we multiply by negative 2, because here is a negative 2. We multiply by negative 2 both sides. You will get negative 2 square root x minus 5. We switch the symbol less than or equal to 0. Then you add 2 both sides. This will be g of x less than or equal to 2. In other words, we can write down y less than or equal to 2. This will be the range of g of x. Let's go to C. Find the domain of h of x equals this. For rational function, we have to make sure the denominator not equal to 0. For vertical asymptote line, we will make a denominator equal to 0 to figure out. The denominator is this. You have to make all the denominator not equal to 0 to figure out the domain. 4x minus 7 not equal to 0. And x squared minus 2x minus 3 not equal to 0. So add 7 both sides. You will get 4x not equal to 7. Then divided by 4. x not equal to 7 over 4. For x squared minus 2x minus 3 not equal to 0, we got to use the ninja x. So ninja x is ax squared plus bx plus c. A times c, here's b over a over a. That's how you set up. Make sure for this a is a positive. Therefore, you have 1 times negative 3 is negative 3. This is negative 2 over 1 over 1. For negative 3 factor, 1 times negative 3. You add 1 plus negative 3 is a negative 2. Therefore, so 1 and a negative 3 will be the factors we are looking for. That is 1, negative 3. Then we will put the x here. Then bottom up, you will get x plus 1 times x minus 3 not equal to 0. X plus 1 not equal to 0. And x minus 3 not equal to 0. You will get x not equal to negative 1 and x not equal to 3. Therefore, for the domain for h of x function, we know that x not equal to 7 over 4, negative 1 and 3. For vertical asymptote line, we can write down x equals 7 over 4, x equals negative 1, x equals 3. We have a 3 vertical asymptote line.